All right, I'm in I'm in Wednesday's qualifying round of the Southcoast tournament in the rookie division. I'm on hole number 9. Um, we've had a pretty good round. I did pick up the eagle on hole number 6. I got lucky on hole number 5. Go back and watch the video on that. I mean, it was right there. I had a chip shot. I was able to put that chip shot in, but there's a weird thing going on that green on those chip shots. I hit one earlier in my practice account and was right at it. And I mean, I've hit those shots. I don't know how many, hundreds, thousand times, and it was short. So go back and watch the video and see what happened there. It's that hole is going to be tricky. We need to be as close as possible. This hole here, it's going to be critical that we get an eagle on this hole. And let's talk about this hole. I saw somebody try and hit over here earlier and hitting over to here and here, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Now, if you're hitting from the back tees, that may be your only option is to hit over here and do the deal. But this is a tricky deal over here. I mean, if you hit it anywhere out here, you're sunk. I mean, obviously, if you hit it anywhere up here in the front, you're sunk. You get down into here, you might be able to get it on, but this course here, you need to be in the fairway. I don't like this because there's a hump, a big hump right here, right there. You hit on this side of the hump, you got to have a little bit of speed to get you to the top. You hit the top and you got too much speed and it rolls down the side. That's bad. And it's a heck of a shot to get from here and then bring it over. And I'm not a big fan, if I can help it. I mean, sometimes we can't help it. But I'm not a big fan of where I hit the ground and my second bounce goes over sand. It seems like it has a bigger effect on it. And this is so much higher. I mean, here's the pin and you're way up here at the top of this. This has got to be at least 30 or 40 feet higher than that, which means that we're going to have to make a big addition on the wind adjustment. Same thing over here at the top of this hill. If you're at the top of this hill, it's up here. If you're in the middle of the hill and you're here, it's not going to be as high. You're not going to have to make as big a wind adjustment. You get on here to the bottom, it's right at it. You don't have to make any additional wind adjustment normal than just a max club. So my goal is to try and get as far down into this hole as possible because this is an absolutely beautiful shot. Even if you're just a little short of that, it's still a great shot. So I've hit this with my extra mile. I've tried a big topper on it. And I have decided that my big topper has 117 yards and my quarterback has 118. So I'm not losing any distance up in the front. All I'm losing the distance on is what the difference is between the top spin. So it's easier to get into the better part of the fairway and to make this shot with a quarterback than it's going to be with any other driver that I have. I may not get exactly the distance that I'm looking for on it, but it's going to get me down there, and I'm going to use a Kingmaker on it because I want as much distance as I can. I want to cut out as much wind as I can. I don't really need the side spin. A little on the first shot. The second shot, if you're in the right spot, you won't need any side spin at all. It could be a hole where you could use a 4-power ball and try and dig down further in there, but I'm not sure I need to waste my equipment. So those are what I'm bringing, and I've got a cube and a Kingmaker. All right, let's go and get an eagle on hole number 9. We get an eagle on hole number 9. We started our round off with, we picked up that eagle on hole number 6. And having a 13 tiebreaker in my qualifying round is going to be big. And these tiebreakers, these brackets are so tight in the weekend round that you need every advantage you can get. And having a great qualifying round tiebreaker is definitely important. Where are you trying to hit, dude? Because you are not overpowering that down to that other fairway. So our opponent here is hitting into the rough. Well, that grate might actually put them in the fairway. No. So they hit up to the fairway there, but they could have got a lot more distance by bouncing over from the other fairway. And I don't think you can make it from there. I think, well, you might be able to, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody shoot it that short. And I'm going to leave the wind in. So the wind's going to blow me 3.2 rings this way, so it's going to blow me into that area. Okay. I want to be away from this. I want to give myself lots of room. And I'm going to put curl on it. I don't need to put all the curl, but I'm going to put curl on it quite a bit. And the only reason I was doing that little bit of overpower is I wanted to, we've got the room there to do it. I'm putting on enough overpower that I'm not making the needle jump. But you can tell that you've got that little bit of overpower. So I'm probably 60 yards from where I'd really like to be. But we still have a nice shot here where we can bounce over with our sniper. This area down here, that little teeny bit more distance, that little area down there. And we have plenty of room at the top, so if I either did a max overpower shot, this is the type of landing area that if you do max overpower and you mess it up, you just ruined your round. It would be better in this situation to bring a bigger ball. But the way that the second shot's been working out, you can see which way the wind's blowing. You almost want to bring a ball that has a little bit more wind control than like if you brought up a Zerker and it's only got one wind. I'm not sure. I mean, I love a power 5 ball get you further down in the hole. Right here we'd probably be able to get on, but I'm not sure that it's worth it. I may change my tune as the week goes on, because I've put myself down in that hole, and I've been pretty close to it organically, but I've actually set myself up in that hole several times just to see what it looked like, and it is a beautiful shot down there. A 2.7. I'm going to do a full 3-ring adjustment. And then I'm going to put some curl on it to bring it back towards the hole. Getting it great on the inside. And that's the problem with where I was at is that I had to put enough topspin in order to clear the fairway on the other side, to clear the fairway over here. Because we're coming at it at an angle on a wider part of that rough. That's why if you get down into that hole, you're looking at the narrowest part of that rough, and you don't have to put quite as much topspin on it. You have a little more control. The deal is that you can actually start off on the other side over here, and you don't have to mess with that at all. If you have underdeveloped clubs, you need to bring a big dog on this hole. And a Guardian's not going to get it done. Because a Guardian, if you end up short shooting a little bit and you have to bounce over like I just did, a Guardian's only got 2 topspin and you can't do it. This, that would have been the second time today somebody's shot an albatross on me. Oh, that was an eagle for them. They messed up the shot. That's right. That was their recovery shot. They almost got their eagle back. Good game. All right, that was hole number 9 of the Southcoast tournament in Wednesday's qualifying round of the rookie division. And we've shot, my goal is -12. I believe you're going to have to shoot a -12 in order to be at the top, in the top bracket. So if you're looking for a top 10 or a top 15, the minus 24 in the opening of the weekend round. The weekend round, if you're looking for that top 15, top 10, I think a -24 is going to get it done. And I think it's going to be in most brackets. I think for most brackets, you're going to be looking at the we obviously in some of these brackets, somebody's going to just be on fire. They're going to smoke it out and they're going to shoot a minus 26 or a minus 27. I don't think we're going to see. We may see a few higher than that when you go checking the social media, but for the most part, I think if somebody can shoot the 24 round and pick up one extra shot, you're probably looking at a serious top 5, maybe top 3 possible win, depending on your bracket. So it's going to be a really tight tournament. There's not going to be, we're going to see the scores better as we get towards the weekend, because people will get more familiarity with the holes, and they're going to start playing a little more conservative. People are going to tighten up, but a lot of people aren't going to learn from their mistakes. So if you can shoot the minus 12, minus 24 for the round, you're going to be looking at a pretty good finish. So just try and stay as the week goes on. I've literally today have now worked out all my drives. So the stuff that I did today in this round is what I'm going to do. I've played 4 practice rounds, and so this is pretty much where we're at. So that's the score we're looking at. All right, thanks for watching.